Hey everyone, it's Matt. Today we're going to be looking at August's new products. So right here installed is the new August Smartlock Pro, and I've installed the Connect Bridge as well. Outside I have installed the August Doorbell Cam Pro. I'll be showing you how to do some installation on that. This is the third generation of the Smartlock that works specifically with Bluetooth but can be Wi-Fi enabled with the Connect Bridge as well. I don't have it installed here, but I'll show you what I did and how it does install as well. Let's go take a look at all of this.
I'm going to start with the most difficult one of these to install, and that's the August Doorbell Cam Pro. Difficult in the sense that it requires a little bit more hands-on work than the others. First, you do need to make sure that your doorbell is capable of drawing at least 12 to 24 volts at any given time. You might need a voltage meter to check on this one, and if your house is old, like 100 amp service or less old, yeah, you really need to do a voltage check. My house is only 20 years old and the doorbell barely draws enough to work properly. So make sure you shut the appropriate circuit breaker off and get to work. You'll have to run a test to make sure the doorbell works first with some hardware that's included. You'll have to hit the reset button in the back, but it should flash like this. That means it's ready to roll. Remove your old doorbell, and if you need to face your camera at an angle like I did, install the wedge that comes inside the box. Otherwise, your camera may not display at the right angle you need it to. From here, install the backing plate and mount your power wires to the screws, which activate the trigger sensors. This is where you can also do some of your own power tests in real time by pushing either of those copper buttons at the bottom. From here, just slide and install the doorbell cam and screw it into place. Flip the circuit breaker and you're done. If you followed the instructions on the August app, it'll automatically locate and sync up the doorbell for you from here. I'll spend more time showing off the features and the app with the locks. One thing I will quickly show you are the doorbell settings in the August app. This is where you can see how much voltage your doorbell is drawing. At any point in time, you can flip open the app too and take a look at the view outside your front door, like this. We're going to get to work on the smart locks now, and you've seen a mass installation of these before, so I'm going to spare you the details and we're going to go through with that part quick. We do say goodbye to my old Okie Dokies lock though. You've served me well, but it's time to move on. Remember, you can also follow along with easy instructions on the August app if you've never done this before. Look, it's so easy that I can do it, so I'm pretty sure you can do it too. So first we'll install the 3rd gen smart lock, which is Bluetooth enabled out of the box, but can have Wi-Fi connectivity if you pair it with the August Connect Bridge, which I'll show you how to install later in the video. So you install the base plate, and make sure you get this facing the right way or else you won't be able to hook the lock in. Then you need to select the inner nut from the drop down and hook the lock to the base plate with the side wings clipped in. Then you just pull the battery housing off, making sure the batteries don't fall out on you like I had happen to me. Pull the plastic tab and off you go. Let's sync this up to the app. I'm purposely not going to sync this up to the doorbell because this isn't the lock that I'm going to leave on my door. Just showing you how to install it. Once it's up and running, it'll update its own firmware, and then you can test it out by simply pressing the lock and unlock button on your phone. Next up is the August Smartlock Pro, which comes with the August Connect Bridge and is capable of connecting to a lot of different smart home networks. So this thing connects to the Google Home Assistant, Apple HomeKit, Alexa. It works with Nest, and a lot more. In fact, there are so many different partner networks that this lock works with that it literally wraps around the entire body of the box on all 4 sides. I've never seen something that operates with this many partner networks before. First, we're going to install the smart lock and then the bridge. Doesn't really matter which order you do it in. The app is smart enough to tie it all together for you. It's the same steps of installation here, except I like the look of this one a lot better. I'm also going to show you really quickly how to do the HomeKit installation on this one. August has made this smart enough that it'll just hook up the whole thing to HomeKit to allow you to have Siri lock and unlock your door if you need, and you can run the lock through the Home app as well. I'll show you that closer to the end of the video. So once you're done installing and putting everything together, open up the app and it'll guide you through all of your next steps. At this point, you should choose to install DoorSense. Let's pause a moment and talk about that. DoorSense comes with both smart locks and is basically a little sensor that tells you when the door is open or closed. Pretty simple concept, simple to install. Just follow the instructions on the app to make sure you're installing it to the right area next to your door or within your door jamb if you want to do that too. And it'll provide you with that one extra piece of comfort. Really magnetic though, so be careful if your screwdriver is too, because it's really light and will jump around a bit during install if you are not careful. Okay, back to synchronization and calibration of your smart lock. Next portion will give you the sense of partnering with the App and Apple Homekit. As I mentioned before, it's so easy that it'll basically do all the work for you. Just follow the instructions on screen and enter the information as it requests it. You'll have it up and running in no time. I've actually cut this part down to about 15 seconds to speed up the process, but expect it to take a minute or two. You'll also be filling out some information manually, which I've covered up. Now that's installed and DoorSense is done, let's take a look at the Connect bridge. The August Connect comes with the Smartlock Pro or can be purchased as a standalone if you're looking to retrofit some of the older locks as long as they're compatible. No actual installation involved. You just need to plug it in and press the August logo to sync it with your app. Word of warning though, it took me a really long time to get this to work. This is actually my 5th attempt on film, and the way that I finally got it to work, which is probably coincidental, is that I had to install it upside down as you see there. You need a fairly strong signal path to the Connect, and you need to install it within 15 feet of all August products for maximum accuracy. It doesn't take a lot, again, as the app does most of the work. This is basically going to give all of your devices remote Wi-Fi access for you to operate them anywhere. The last thing we need to do now is merge the doorbell and camera as one. Remember this shot I showed you earlier? Well, this is what it looks like when you've only got the doorbell up and running. Now that we have the lock to go with things, let's make it so that they work with each other. If you missed this opportunity when you did the initial installations, you can still do it, and I'm going to show you how because that's what I had to do. Go to the Doorbell Settings and select Sync Doorbell to Lock. Make sure you select the right lock if you have more than one. Select whether you want your Connect or your doorbell to control the open-close function, and that's it. Let me show you now what everything looks like when it's tied together. Pardon my expressions in the video here. I thought I could talk and do everything at the same time, but because the Wi-Fi signal is a little weak at my front door, the audio doesn't sync that well, and so I'm just going to talk over it. In the bottom middle there, though, you can see a small view of the lock status, and as I push buttons on my phone, that status changes. It's really cool and really easy. This is where you can let the guests inside the house as they ring the doorbell or even the delivery guy. I really wanted my sushi delivery guy tonight to do it for us tonight, but he really wasn't keen on the idea of starring in the video, so unfortunately he got off the hook. Would have gotten a better tip though. Anyway, that's not important. Alright, so you get push notifications when the front door is ringing or when motion is detected, and you can subscribe to an August cloud service at an additional cost to save these videos. The Doorbell Cam does come with a lifetime theft warranty replacement as well, if someone just up and runs off with it while it's supposed to be installed at your front door. Hopefully you've seen now just how easy this can all be.
So the last thing that I wanted to show you is how it works with Siri and Apple's HomeKit. Siri, unlock the front door, please.
Okay, the front door is unlocked.
And then it opens up here on the Home app, and you can use that to lock as well. So that's a look at the August home ecosystem with the smart locks and the doorbell. I'm Matt. Please subscribe to this channel for more reviews like this one and more reviews in the future to come. We'll see you later.